put that aside for a second and welcome in the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are the only unbeaten team in the league at 9-0, and they're on their bye week, and then they will play 2 games in 3 weeks against the Broncos, including a primetime game next week. And we welcome in Andy Reid. Andy, welcome. How are you?
It's great. Great to be part of your show.
Thank you, Andy, very much. Congratulations on your start this year. So things got to be pretty good in Kansas City, huh?
They're good. Got a good group. It's a good group of kids and coaches that we've been able to put together. So it's been, they've been all in, which is a plus. You know how that goes. You've been around this business a long time. You've done a few of these interviews, so I'm lucky to have the group that I've got.
And, I know how hard it is to put together a coaching staff these days. And, boy, Bob Sutton, who's an old friend of the program and everyone knows well from around here, his defense is doing a heck of a job right now, huh?
Isn't he doing good, man? A lot. And, you talk about a great coach, but even a greater person. And he's got that defense, the Rex Ryan defense, where they bring everybody but the popcorn vendor on blitzes, and the guys feel a part of it. They all have their own little role, and they do it 100 miles an hour. So, but I'm proud of him the way he's handled that group.
And how about Alex Smith? Obviously his record spoke for itself. What was it for you? What did you like about Alex Smith made you target him to come run your team?
I'll tell you, he doesn't turn the ball over. I mean, he's a smart kid. He's a good leader, and I knew I was inheriting a young offensive line. I mean, some of these guys are first, second year players. So, as a matter of fact, the majority of them are. And so, how do you make that group better? Well, you bring in a quarterback that can do that. I really like Matt Castle too. It's just that the things that he had been through, he probably needed a change of scenery, a lot like I did probably in Philadelphia. And Philadelphia needed, which I think is Chip Kelly's phenomenal. So I just, bringing Alex in just brought kind of new blood to the offense, and I always thought he'd be good in the West Coast style offense. And you saw what he did with Jim Harbaugh and the 49ers. So that was very welcome there.
Silly to ask if you're having fun at 9-0. We know you are. But, I mean, how much is being in a new place after all those years, how much difference did that make? Did that make a big difference for you?
Like, I love Philadelphia. I had a great time there. Jeff Lurie was phenomenal. It's just, as you know, sometimes change can be good in this profession. And as it worked out, I thought it'd be great for Philadelphia, like I said, and I was hoping it'd be good for whatever team I went to. In this case, the Chiefs. So, but my time there, I thoroughly enjoyed. The people there were phenomenal, and being able to come up and play the Giants and Jets every year was great. We always played the Jets in the preseason. We played the Giants in the regular season. So. I enjoyed the New York City, and I love the Marriott Marquis there. Great place, I'll tell you.
It's been a top. You've been coaching forever, so you're a good one for this. It's been such a topic today. Do you guys, with what went on in Miami, have to do more to watch it, or is this a really unusual situation, what's going on in Miami?
Well, I think it's a unique situation there. Every team's like a family, and so families have issues, and you got to sort them out and work them out. They're going to work theirs out and get it right. And whatever and however it goes, that's what they're going to do. There's a lot of attention brought to it, rightly so. But they'll get it fixed. I don't think it's that way on every team in the National Football League. I think it's important that you keep your eyes open as a head coach and as a general manager. I think that's important, that you have a good relationship with the players. A lot of this, the players kind of take care of on a lot of teams in the locker room. I'm not saying that they didn't there. I don't know all the details.
But peer leadership is important on your teams, isn't it? Having guys having veteran guys looking at what's going on is important on your team.
Well, we learn at a young age. Peer pressure is the greatest pressure there is, and so you have to have that senior leadership in there that's not afraid to speak up and kind of take control of that. Those guys are together. They know more than anybody else. They know each other. They kind of know what's going on. In a sense, they'll patrol each other in a good locker room. That's what they do, and then it's important if there is a problem that they bring it to the coach. A lot of us have these player committees, and we give them an opportunity. At least in our case, we give them an opportunity to put it out on the table. Nothing held against them. If you just want to solve a problem, and the best way to do it is communication. Put it out on the table.